Hi everyone, this is a review of wax melts from the Melt Stash. Now you might not have heard of the Melt Stash, but the Melt Stash was formerly called Pleasantville Oils, and we've reviewed a lot of Pleasantville Oils wax melts over the past couple of years. They are absolutely fantastic. They just changed the name to the Melt Stash. They're a small independent wax melt company in Illinois. Their wax melts can be ordered at themeltstash.com. They have great customer service and communication, quick shipping, fantastic scents, and very creative blends, strong throw, affordable prices. We highly, highly recommend the Melt Stash. In fact, the only thing negative that I can say about them is normally when we do our reviews, whatever we don't use, we either give away, we do RAOKs, or we sell them and donate the proceeds to various charitable organizations. So the only negative thing that I can say about the Melt Stash is they're so good, it makes it really, really difficult to give them up, and I want to keep them all. So that's the only negative thing that I can say is it makes it very, very difficult for me to give up these wax melts. They are that good, and again, highly, highly recommended. So I will start with Aqua Spa. Oh, and she provides different various shapes. So they have the clamshells. They have these snap bars, which are in polypropylene bags, which means that the scent will not leak out through the plastic. So they are in polypropylene, so don't worry about the scent leaking out. They also have shapes. They have just little cubes, just different formats. So the first one is that I'm going to review is Aqua Spa. And if you've never seen my reviews before, I don't look at the scent notes until after I've done the review, because I don't want to be swayed by what I think it should smell like. So Aqua Spa, the notes are lily, rose, green, orange, tart lime, and ozone. Okay, some of those are kind of weird. This is a watery, almost oceany scent, but without the saltiness that oceany scents sometimes have. Has a strong note of ozone that makes it smell a little waxy, but it's not really waxy. It's more like petrichor, which petrichor is the name for the earthy smell of fresh rain on warm concrete. It's just that specific scent, which is fantastic. It's also a little bit sweet with a slight floral note. It's nice. It's unusual. I love this scent. Looking at the notes, I think I do detect a smidgen of lime way in the background, but most people probably wouldn't notice it. And the throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. Would take over a large room and probably a bit outside the room. So Aqua Spa, fantastic. Next we have Aquarius. And this is one of her blends. And she's blended Viva La Juicy, Vanilla Lace, and Marshmallow Fluff. Now, Viva La Juicy notes are warm musk, golden amber, light citrus, spring flowers, and woody background. And Vanilla Lace notes are vanilla and musk, and of course there's also the Marshmallow Fluff. This is a lovely scent of marshmallowy vanilla with a warm amber cashmere type note and a smidgen of fruit, could be raspberry. It's like 70% vanilla, 10% marshmallow, 10% amber, and 10% fruit. The throw on this one is medium, like a 3 out of 5. Would do well in a small to medium-sized room. Very nice scent. All of her scents are very nice. Next we have Bedtime Bath. Notes are lavender, chamomile, musk, and eucalyptus. This is a lovely, sweet, powdery, perfumey scent that reminds me of Moonlight Path, which I've reviewed before. You can find my review on waxmeltreviews.com. Moonlight Path smells like gardenia, orange blossom, musk, and baby powder. But it's a little bit different because it has slightly less gardenia, if any, and I think I detect a smidgen of lavender, which I don't detect with Moonlight Path. Looking at the notes, I don't detect eucalyptus, nor do I get any sinus clearing effects. that eucalyptus would have. Although in cold sniff, I think I get a barely noticeable smidgen maybe of eucalyptus or pine. I don't think most people would even notice it. I love this scent as much as I love Moonlight Path, and they really do smell very much alike. The throw on this one is very strong, 4 out of 5. So another keeper. Next is Black Amber and Lavender. Notes are floral, French lavender, Egyptian amber, black myrrh, tonka bean, and Egyptian musk, and sage. This might be one of the best lavender scents I've ever smelled. It's sweet lavender with a strong vanilla note, musk, and a hint of warm amber. The vanilla gives it almost a yummy, foodie quality. Looking at the notes, they're spot on, although I don't detect sage, but that's probably added to keep the lavender smelling lavendery rather than being tempered too much by all the sweet notes. I'd say it's 60% lavender, 20% vanilla, which is the tonka, 15% musk, and 5% amber. I adore this scent, and the throw is strong, like a 3.5 out of 5 would do well in a medium to a large sized room. Next we have Dragon's Blood. It's a very common scent. Notes are citrus, fruity, and musky, but it's actually a lot more going on in there than just that. Dragon's Blood is similar to Nag Champa, which is a sweet incensey scent with a baby powder note, a hint of orange blossom or neroli, and a smidgen of exotic spices and sweet cedar. Nag Champa is more soapy, while Dragon's Blood is sweeter and has a hint of a foodie, vanilla, or even a chocolate note that's probably patchouli. A very sweet floral note like gardenia, and for some reason I get a barely detectable smidgen of cinnamon, even though that's not in this scent. This is an incredible scent and a very nice version of Dragon's Blood. The throw on this one is bold, 5 out of 5. Scent Monster took over the entire house, so Dragon's Blood is a winner. Next we have Fierce. Notes are petitgrain, cardamom, citrus, jasmine, rosemary, musk, oak moss, and Brazilian rosewood. This is a light soapy wood like sandalwood with a hint of cedar, a little bit of a clean watery note, and possibly a hint of lavender. I believe it's supposed to be the same as Fierce perfume, but it's not a perfumey scent, and it's only a little bit sweet. It actually doesn't smell like Fierce, what you would think a Fierce perfume would smell like, as it's actually more of a relaxing, subtle scent. It's very nice. Looking at the notes, there's the woodsy notes, which is rosewood and oak moss. I don't detect petitgrain, which is like neroli, or rosemary, and I'm surprised I don't see lavender. And the throw on this one is medium, like a 3 out of 5 would do well in a small to medium-sized room. Next we have Forgotten Melody. Notes are citrus, greens, oriental, rose, jasmine, lily, woods, musk, amber, sugar, and vanilla. All that nice sweet stuff. This smells a lot like Terry Mugler's Angel perfume, which I love. Angel perfume is a warm, slightly foodie perfume with notes of vanilla, chocolate, caramel, patchouli, and orange. This scent has a very slight sour note, but not nearly enough to ruin the scent. I think it also has a tiny bit more citrus, and it's a little less sweet and perfumey than Angel. Fantastic scent, and the throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. Next is Icy Roads. Notes are musk, lemon zest, and sandalwood. This is a light, milky wood like sandalwood with a smidgen of garden mint and or eucalyptus, and I do get a slight nasal clearing effect. It also has a dusty, musty note that I can't figure out, and I'm not a fan of that note. It's not a sweet scent at all, and it's kind of nondescript. Looking at the scent notes, I don't get lemon or musk at all, and I'm surprised I don't see mint or eucalyptus because it's definitely in there, which would make sense with a scent called Icy Roads. Throw on this one is medium, like a 3 out of 5, would do well in a small to medium-sized room. I didn't really care for this one too much. I just wasn't wowed by it. Next we have Imagine. This is another blend, another custom blend. Well, not a custom blend, but it's a creative blend. This is a blend of Best Friends, cotton candy, and vanilla lavender. And the notes for Best Friends are boysenberries, elderberries, pomegranate, strawberries, guava, and vanilla. The notes for cotton candy are raspberry, strawberry, citrus, sugar, and vanilla. And the notes for vanilla lavender are lavender, vanilla beans, orange zest, and patchouli. This is a wonderful fruity blend that smells like banana and strawberry bubblegum with some other fruits I can't identify and vanilla. Looking at the notes, I'm surprised I don't see banana, or what I think is banana might just be a combination of all the various fruits. I don't smell lavender, although it looks like lavender is just a small percentage of all the notes. It smells a little bit like Sensational's rock candy. I'm not a fan of bubblegum scents as they tend to have like a chemical note, but this one is quite nice. I don't know why it smells like bubblegum to me. It just does. The throw is strong, like a 3.5 out of 5. Next we have Lucid Dreamer. This is another blend of pink sugar, fireside, and eucalyptus spearmint. That is a very interesting, creative combination. The notes for pink sugar are cotton candy, lemon drops, caramel, and raspberry jam, and musk. Well, and musk. And then there's fireside. I don't know what the notes for fireside are. The notes for eucalyptus spearmint are mint, eucalyptus, and musk. This is a sweet, warm, ambery, perfumey scent with a soft spearmint and laundry note, very similar to Sensational's Zen. It even has a bit of a nasal clearing effect up close, as well as a hint of sweet lemon. I don't get smokiness from the fireside. It's just, I adore this absolutely amazing blend. If I had to classify it, I'd call it a spa scent because of the mint and the lemon, although it's not lemongrass, which would definitely make it a spa scent. Even though it's not truly a spa scent, but because it has the mint and the lemon, again, I don't know how else to classify it. It could also be classified under perfume, spa, garden mint, or lemon. It's just an incredible scent. That pink sugar mixed in there just makes it perfection. And the throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. And so yes, this one, Lucid Dreamer, is definitely a winner. And you can only get it from the Wax Stash. Next, I'm sorry, the Melt Stash, not the Wax. I keep saying Wax Stash because I don't know why, but it's the Melt Stash. That's the name of the company. Here's another blend, Mango Bliss. And the notes are mango sorbet, marshmallow fluff, and buttercream. And the notes for mango sorbet are ripe mango, juicy lemons, and red raspberries. And of course, we've also got the marshmallow fluff and the buttercream. This is a milky vanilla buttercream with a hint of fruit. Mango tends to smell like peach, but this has no peach notes. The fruit smells more like orange mixed with something else, but it's not a citrusy orange. It kind of smells like an orange creamsicle, but although it's sweet, it's not quite as sweet as a creamsicle, and it's not as orangey. It's a great combination. I really like it, although I think a touch more fruit would be perfect because it really is just it's really mostly vanilla with just that hint of the fruit. Looking at the notes, I think I do detect that smidgen of lemon, which is why I thought the fruit was orange. And the throw on this one is medium, like a 3 out of 5. Would do well in a small to medium-sized room. I guess it's not quite as strong as I'd like, probably because of all that vanilla, because vanilla notes the vanilla and the marshmallow, they tend to be not quite as strong. But it is a very nice scent. Next, we've got Palo Santo. The notes are Palo Santo wood, warm amber, and soft musk. I can't figure out this scent. I'm getting a light, dusty wood with a smidgen of mesquite smokiness and maybe a hint of cedar and a smidgen of a green note. I'm kind of picturing a cactus. I don't know if it's because of the color, because of the name, but I'm getting like a cactus type feel from it. There may also be a barely detectable smidgen of lemon that I don't smell when it's melting. I only smell that on cold sniff. It's not a zesty salad type lemony scent. I see that Palo Santo is a type of wood that has a citrusy, green, piney, woodsy smoke scent, which does describe this scent, although it's only slightly smoky. Looking at the notes, I don't detect amber or musk. The only sweetness is a smidgen of sweetness close up when melting, but it's really not sweet. I really like this scent. It smells clean and fresh, even though it's not actually a clean or fresh scent. It's very pleasant. It's a type of scent you'd melt when you have company. The throw on this one is strong, like a 3.5 out of 5. Next is Pumpkin Spice Latte. Notes of butter, cinnamon, coconut, tonka, and black coffee. Wait, Pumpkin Spice Latte. Butter, cinnamon, coconut, tonka, and black coffee. But there's no pumpkin notes or nutmeg notes, so I don't know why it's called Pumpkin Spice Latte. But quite often, pumpkin coffee type scents don't have enough of the coffee note, and they just smell more like pumpkin. But this scent is true to its name. It's pretty much an equal blend of pumpkin spice, cinnamon and nutmeg, and coffee. It's quite sweet, sweeter than a regular pumpkin scent, and it has a vanilla note. It's a absolutely fantastic scent. Looking at the notes, I don't see nutmeg, although I'm sure I smell it, and you kind of have to have nutmeg in a scent that has pumpkin in it, because nutmeg pretty much is pumpkin, because pumpkin itself doesn't really have a scent. I mean, it smells kind of like nothing really. So pumpkin is really nutmeg. And I definitely smell nutmeg in this, a lot of coffee. I don't detect coconut at all, and I do see the vanilla note, which is the tonka, and the throw on this one is very strong, 4 out of 5. So pumpkin spice and latte, fantastic, fantastic scent. Next we have Remembrance, and this is another blend, another creative blend, which is frosted juniper, cotton candy, and downy April fresh. The notes for frosted juniper are ozone, camphor, citrus, pine, red currant berry, pear, cherry blossom, juniper, and sage. The notes for cotton candy are raspberry, strawberry, citrus, sugar, and vanilla. And the notes for downy April fresh are rose, jasmine, cedarwood, and sandalwood. So there's a lot going on in this scent. Again, without having seen the notes, what it smelled like to me is pine, plus a fake fruity bubble gum in a good way, plus sweet jasmine in that order. It's like 50% pine, 35% fruity bubble gum, and 15% jasmine. It sounds like an odd combination, but it smells incredible. On cold sniff, I also do get a hint of that laundry note, but I don't smell the laundry note when it's melting. I adore this scent. The throw is bold, 5 out of 5, took over the entire house, scent monster. And as you can see, I put, there was a cube that I melted that I put back when it was done, because this scent lasted forever and it still had lots of life left in that cube. So I put I poured the wax back into the clamshell, because this cube I'll use again. So this is an incredible blend, and again, you can only get this blend at the Melt Stash. Next is Sailor's Delight. This is another blend. It's a blend of black currant absinthe plus frosted juniper plus Aries. Aries? Aries. A-R-E-S. And the notes for black currant absinthe are saffron, apple, black currant, blackberry, vanilla, anise, patchouli, and amber. The notes for frosted juniper are ozone, camphor, citrus, pine, red currant berry, pear, cherry blossom, juniper, and sage. And the notes for Aries are plum, clove, leaf, ozone, cardamom seed, floral bouquet, vanilla, and amber. And again, a lot going on in this scent. So the best way to describe this is I kind of really have to review each of the notes, or each of the scents in this scent. And I did review blackcurrant absinthe and frosted juniper and Aries. I reviewed each scent individually in 2020. And here's what I said. Blackcurrant absinthe is a fantastic scent of rich blackberries with a slightly bitter, pungent, maybe Eastern spice note, which is probably the absinthe. Absinthe has an anise or licorice note, but I don't smell that at all in this scent. Looking at the notes, saffron supposedly has a subtly earthy and grassy aroma, but with a sweet floral and honey note. I don't smell apple or anise, but I do detect subtle currant and a bit of vanilla, which gives it a kind of a foodie note, and strangely, I don't see an actual absinthe note. It's different from other scents I've smelled, and I like it. I reviewed the frosted juniper, and here's my review for that scent. Frosted juniper is a nice combination of pine, cranberry, and maybe a hint of black cherry in the background. The pine is a little bit of that sour variety, but the sourness is tempered by the fruit notes, so I don't mind. Maybe also a hint of apple. Looking at the notes, the apple is actually pear, and camphor is a super intense, rich menthol type note that I don't detect in this scent, and I like this one too. I also reviewed Aries, where I said I smell bergamot, mahogany, lavender, jasmine, plum or blackberry, a hint of an herbal note, even a smidgen of vanilla with a tiny bit of nuttiness. It's sweet, fresh, floral, herbal, cologne, and even a tiny bit fruity and foody all in one. Great scent. So this scent has all three of those blended together: blackcurrant absinthe, frosted juniper, and Aries. I would say the blackcurrant absinthe is the predominant scent in this blend, and then Aries, and then just a hint of the frosted juniper. So it's like maybe 65% blackcurrant absinthe, 25% Aries, and 10% frosted juniper. Each of these scents has a tiny bit of a sour, bitter note by themselves. Not enough to be annoying, but when it's combined, that note does come out quite a bit more. So I'm actually not a fan of this blend, even though I like each scent by itself. I'm just not together for some reason. It just doesn't work for me, but that might be me. I pick up sour in it, even the tiniest bit of sourness in a scent. So I think that's just me. I think most people will actually like this scent, and the throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. Gosh, I really did spend a lot of time on this scent, didn't I? Sailor's Delight. Next is Sunflower. Notes are citrus zest, violet leaves, nectarine skin, jasmine petals, wild sunflower, rose, pear blossom, white lily, and vanilla orchid. Real sunflowers don't actually have a floral scent, but this is a bright, slightly soapy, bitter rose scent. A bitter note is often added to rose and some other floral scents to make them smell more authentic, but sometimes the bitter note is too pronounced, which I think is the case with this scent. It reminds me a little bit of Sensational's Enchanted, which I really like, but that scent has way less bitterness. So this one is just a little too bitter for me. However, like I said, real sunflowers don't have a floral note, but they do kind of have a little tiny bit of bitterness, almost like chrysanthemums. So maybe this one is actually a lot more authentic than I thought. The throw on this one is very strong, 4 out of 5. Next we have Supernova, and the notes are grape, fruity, rose, geranium, musk, and earth. This is a lovely soapy nag champus, and again, I didn't look at the scent notes until after I did my review. So this is a lovely soapy nag champus scent. It's very slightly less sweet than most nag champus scents, and it might have a hint of rose and a smidgen of grape. It's very nice. Looking at the notes, I'm surprised I don't see nag champa, because that is primarily what this scent is, unless it's just the combination of notes that makes it smell that way. There's the rose and the grape that I thought I detected, and I do detect the geranium, which gives scents a slightly bitter note, but not really in a bad way. But this one is like just so barely bitter you wouldn't even notice it. I don't detect any other fruity notes, and it's not a fruity scent at all. This is an insanely good scent, and again, it really is mostly nag champa, which I love, and the throw is bold, 5 out of 5. Scent Monster took over the entire house, so Supernova is a winner for me. Next we have Sweater Weather. This is kind of a very common scent that I believe is a Bed Bath and Beyond? No, it's a Bath and Body Works scent. The notes on this one are fresh air, spearmint, pine needles, winterberry, wood, moss, vanilla, and musk. Again, fantastic, very popular scent of spearmint, which is the predominant note, with pine, a slight perfumey note, and a smidgen of something else I can't figure out, maybe Eastern or Oriental spices like patchouli, but I'm not sure. On cold sniff, I also detect a smidgen of berries, but I don't smell that one melting. It's sweeter than most scents that contain these types of notes, but it's not overly sweet. Looking at the notes, they're spot on. Again, this is a dupe of the Bath and Body Works sweater weather scent, which I've smelled. That scent has a little more pine, which I like more, and the notes are slightly different. The notes for the Bath and Body Works scent are sage, juniper berries, eucalyptus, and woods. When melting, though, I really can't tell the difference. I mean, the differences are so minimal that you're really not going to notice. It's absolutely fantastic scent, and the throw is strong. 3.5 out of 5. Next is tea and cakes. Notes are lemon, lime, orange, rosewood, vanilla, tonka, and maple. Strangely, no tea. A fantastic scent that smells like lime and orange soda mixed with marzipan, which is a sweet combination of almond, sugar, and honey. The soda note has a bit of fizziness, but it's not too much. I'm not getting any tea notes. Looking at the notes, I don't smell rose, wood, or maple. It's a wonderful scent. It's so different. And the throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. Next is Thousand Wishes. Notes are sparkling, floral, vanilla, amber, and sandalwood. This is an incredible, super sweet, powdery scent that smells a little bit like pink sugar. I get a super sweet plum or blackberry note with a candy note, a sweet floral like gardenia, lots of warm amber, and yummy rich vanilla. And I love these types of scents. I love super, super sweet scents with florals and fruity notes. So this one is right up my alley. Looking at the notes, there's no fruit at all, but I'm sure I smell fruit, although it's tempered by all the other notes. The actual Bath and Body Works scent that this is based off of has notes of pink prosecco, sparkling quince, crystal peonies, gilded amber, and amaretto cream. So, kind of like, I guess that's why I'm smelling a little bit of that almond. Scented oil dupes of this scent may also include champagne, jasmine, sandalwood, musk, and almond. So there may in fact be fruit in the scent, since quince is a fruit that smells like sweet guava and or apple, and prosecco is made with grapes. Thankfully, I don't get any champagne or prosecco notes, as alcoholic beverage notes and wax melts tend to have a sour or bitter note, which this scent does not have. It's possible that I might detect a smidgen of that almond or amaretto. There's just a lot going on in this scent. It's very, very sweet. It's yummy. It's fantastic. Might be one of the best scents I've ever smelled. And the throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. So this Thousand Wishes is, you have to get it. It's fantastic. Next is Tobacco and Oud. And the notes are crushed clove, fresh timber, black salt, patchouli root, black rose, tobacco leaf, gray amber, vanilla, sparkling musk, agar, and agarwood oud, with essential oils of patchouli, cedar wood, and clove leaf. There's a lot going on in there. I get sweet, you're losing my voice. I get sweet warm amber, tobacco, patchouli, a hint of sweet floral like gardenia, and a smidgen of vanilla. Oud is a deep, rich, resinous, almost tree sappy type scent, which I don't smell in this scent. I mean, although it is a very nice note to have in a scent, but I don't smell that. Looking at the notes, I don't smell rose or clove. It's a very nice scent. Throw is medium, like a 3 out of 5. Would do well in a small to medium-sized room. Next we have Tuscan Knights. Notes are fresh green vine, citrus, rosemary, ripened melon, ozonic, wood, patchouli, and lavender. This is a super sweet, musky, perfumey, soapy patchouli scent with oriental spices and a hint of baby powder. It's incredible. It smells almost exactly like pink zebra soft patchouli and mainstays patchouli. Their essential oils melt. Looking at the notes, I just smell the patchouli in the notes and a bit of the wood and a hint of the lavender, but none of the other notes. I don't smell the fresh green vine or the citrus or rosemary or melon or ozone at all. So I don't know why those are listed, because this is definitely an incensey type scent with the patchouli for sure. And it's fantastic. I love patchouli. I love these types of scents. So again, this one's also right up my alley. And the throw is bold. 5 out of 5. Took over the entire house. Next is 29 High Street. Notes are ylang ylang, sandalwood, lime, and tonka. This is a nice sweet scent of laundry, lavender, and sweet floral like gardenia or jasmine, and a smidgen of fruit that I can't identify that could be orange, lime, or peach. It's very sweet with some similarities to the bedtime bath and moonlight path scents. Looking at the notes, I was way off, but there is the lime, which again is barely noticeable. I don't really get sandalwood or tonka, which is vanilla, and I definitely don't smell ylang ylang, which is a very difficult scent to copy without using a high quality true essential oil, but maybe this version does indeed smell like laundry, lavender, and a sweet floral. In fact, it could possibly be a very, very fake version of ylang ylang, which not in a bad way. I would just never know that if it were not in the notes. It's a nice scent. Not what I expected, but it is very nice. And the throw is medium, 3 out of 5. Would do well in a small to medium sized room. Next we have Vanilla Bean Warm Noel. Notes are sweet vanilla sugar cookies blended with roasted marshmallow and a hint of caramel. This smells like the Bath & Body Works Vanilla Bean Noel. It's supposed to be a dupe. With vanilla, sweet marshmallow, warm amber, and a hint of patchouli or sandalwood, and maybe a smidgen of caramel. So even though it's a foodie scent, it does have like that warm, ambery, slightly musky note that keeps it from being a totally foodie scent. I love this scent. I've always loved this scent, even when I first smelled it at Bath & Body Works, and this is just fantastic. The throw is bold, 5 out of 5. Took over the entire house, so really, really nice scent. And last we have Wild Berry Mousse. Notes are wild berries, brandied cherries and figs, floral carnation, spice, vanilla, and cotton candy. Sounds really good. This may be one of the best fruity scents I've ever smelled. I want to eat the wax. It's cotton candy-ish fruit mixed into a super rich, milky, whipped buttercream base, actually more like creme fraiche. I can't identify the fruits, probably some combination of strawberry, raspberry, and blueberry, but it's more like a super sugary, sweet cotton candy version of those fruits. The whipped creme fraiche note is so rich it almost has a tiny bit of sourness or lemoniness, but in the best way. I can't stop sniffing this incredible, unique scent. Looking at the notes, the brandy is probably contributing to the richness, although I don't think I smell brandy per se. Maybe a little bit of the cherry, but it's not a harsh black cherry at all. Again, it's more of a cotton candy cherry. I don't smell fig, carnation, or spices of any kind, and there's the cotton candy, which does include a note of lemon drops. So if you like sweet, fruity candy scents, you will adore this one, which I do. The throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. Even if it had 0 throw, I would keep this just to open it up and sniff it now and then. It is that good. So there you have it. Those are a bunch of scents, and she has a ton more. I mean, this is only a small amount of all the scents that she has. These are a bunch of scents from the Melt Stash, formerly known as Pleasantville Oils. And again, the website is themeltstash.com. And if you want to read a text version of this review, just go to waxmeltreviews.com. Have a good day.